It's day 18 of our never-ending torment, and to sum up where we got to in pretty much the entire previous recording session, and I have a piece of paper that says if we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 saves on it. And I have no idea what that even means. But it's a thing that I've worked out. But we also have more things to follow up on. We've got to find a couple of music pages. We've got some instructions for how to use a fuse box that I don't think I've even found yet. We've got a few stone letters. We're trying to work out what the current date is. We've got push 3 after 9, whatever that means. It's a bunch of things, and I don't know what most of them mean. I'll take the tool shed. Getting a hammer fairly early on is useful. Is there anything else in here? I know I've just wasted a couple of steps walking into and out of this room. Anything else to even look at in here? Anything else that might mean anything? There's a box. I don't think so. Well, this is a pretty small gate. But it's, really rather innocuous as far as I can tell. Don't see anything weird about it. We also have that down there that we need a key for. We've got a couple of flames happening down there. We've got the orchard over that way that's still locked. The music note message that I have part of mentions white trees and stones. So that probably has something to do with the orchard, but I don't know what. Right. Off we go again. Hallway here is just fine. Closet or storeroom, closet or storeroom, closet. Should have taken a storeroom. Never mind. This way. Guest bedroom, that's fine. I will take my steps and I will be happy with them. Nothing on the table this run through. Towels, towels, towels. Courtyard here sounds pretty nice. I'll take that. Uses up a gem, but whatever. I have a couple of them. Bedroom here is fine. Breakfast nook. Also fine. That's the morning room to the draft pool, which is always a good idea as far as I can tell. Den here is nice. Not a box that looks like I can ever open. looking at every little thing in the rooms again. Workshop here? Or parlor? No, workshop. Ooh. Broken lever piece. This is a C. We are in room... D3. We have a C. I wonder if these are musical note letters, because so far we've had G, D, A, C, C, which are all very early on in the alphabet. Can I do anything with you? Maybe if I had a third thing. Still don't really know what this means yet either. So many unknowns. Laboratory here sounds good. Kind of just wandered off away from the courtyard, but never mind. See if I can get anything useful out of this. A letter will be delivered to the mail room. Never even found the mail room. If you draw a drawing room, gain something. Now I want to find the mail room. I don't think I've ever seen the boiler room. So many rooms that we still have yet to find, ever. Corridor is fine. Dining room? Need to loop back down, ideally. I also need to find a way out on the right-hand side of the house. That feels like it should be my main goal right now. There are clearly things out there, and I could exit out on the left via the garage. But I don't think I've ever figured out a room where it would be possible to exit out on the right. I'll take a locksmith. Silver key. Nice. I'd rather use it when I'm closer to the middle of everywhere, though. I'll take a pantry, that's good. It has money in it. Money can be used to buy more keys. This room isn't even locked, which is arguably quite nice for me, really. Good. I actually quite like the fact that you're locked. The Chamber of Mirrors, though. Ugh. No. This is fine. I have plenty of steps. Hoople. Sports. Shoot some hooples. Eh. 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 Doesn't work. Hmm. Kind of surprised this door isn't locked, honestly. Kinda need to do a parlor for the gems. Car keys. This box is empty. A box with a false statement is empty. There are 2 false statements. If this is true, then this and this are false, which means that has something in it. If this is true, then this is false. If this is false, then a box with a false statement is not empty, which is true, because this has something in it. If this is false, then there's only one false statement, which is this, which means both of these are true. Which means that's true. And this is true. It's either here or here. This is false, and this are true. If that's true, then that's empty. If this is true, then this is empty. If this is true, then this and this are both false. Which means that is that. I'm not sure about this one. We just have to guess, really. I guessed correctly. I didn't want to spend too much time gawping at it. Well, there's a drawing room showing up. It's pretty cool, I guess. What did I even get from that experiment triggering, though? Do not really know. Click, click. There's the boiler room. There's the boiler room. Hello, new room. Okay. We're missing a bridge. Fine, archive. Okay, what is going on down here? There's a lever. There's some unremarkable pebbles. Okay, there's that. There's this, which would feed into here. Okay. What goes where? This feeds back up to... How do I get this bridge extended, first of all? That boiler is half of unlocking that door. So this... Okay, this does that. Also goes up into this thing. I need to get over here, really. I can do like that. That starts up this. I wonder if the gaps on this mean anything. It feels very conspicuous. The fact there are only 2 or 3 gaps on each thing. Well, there's 1. Yeah, this looks like a message of some kind. Well, I have it on video if I need it. Okay, and then I can point this either up. Change that, that stops. What does this do, I wonder? Having the power go into there. Okay. 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 Do I need to enter from the opposite side of the room? If I do, that might be tricky. I can do this. Yeah. That partially opens that door. I need to come at this room from the other side, don't I? That might be possible. If I'm lucky. If I flip this. And theoretically I can do that, but that cuts the power from there, so I can't. So yeah, clearly going up here is the play, and I need to come at this room from the other direction. Let's try and do that. Circling around a bit, I'm afraid. we have got the running shoes. Helps a little. Okay. This is good, because this gives me 2 potential options. That's also good. Here I want a left. Pump room works fine. Here I need a right. Using up my gems, but that works. Okay. Very good. Progress is being made. Is this an elevator? This is an elevator. Can't use either of the buttons, though. It must be turned off. Do I want this left or right? If I do that way, then it unseals the door. Yeah, which I already have unsealed. If I do it this way, then have like part of whatever this is. Okay. Idea. We flip that. Door is now open. We are gonna have to walk all the way around again. A little unfortunate. I think we can make this work. Let's see here. Not that way. I want to open this because that's rank 8. Which means I can go back to the dining room and get more steps if I need them. Oh. Okay, I see. I need need to be able to turn this. Which means I need power from up there, rather than over here. Is that even possible, though? Oh no, I just need to stop that at the right time. There we go. Alright. This is fired up. This can go this way. That gets me my elevator. Cool. I can also go... See, I want that up there eventually. This is gonna have to do that. That gets me my bridge. And a third of this. If I turn this so that it goes up, that gets me another third of this. And then I can walk around. Toggle this way. That gets me my final third of this. I have all three. Don't know what that slider does, but there's a big blue button that I can push. And the big blue button starts the boiler room going. And this does something. I can switch it between going left, right, or straight ahead. Do the vents have to line up? As if so, I need to be paying better attention to what rooms have vents in them and where. Because I really think they might. Hey, I figured out the boiler room. That's good. Add additional 10 steps here for a boiler room. I do. 30 steps. Okay. Yeah, this room. This is like a maze on top of a maze. This room has vents in it. Oh no. Okay. Drat. New piece of paper required. Rooms. With air vents. The boiler room points in every direction. That has a door, yeah. Boiler room. Three-way doors. archive. Hallway. It might be that the vents just line up with the doors in rooms that have them, which would help out a little. And I know that the lab. This room requires boiler room power. Lab needs power. Okay. This will be a pain to navigate. Well, I can't go through that door. That door is blocked. So this way it is. Both locked. If you have exactly 2 hallways, I don't. And I don't have any keys to double in any case. I don't have any gems either. Yeah, I think we are pretty doomed, but we have at least found and figured out the boiler room. Hopefully it remains in a turned on state, though it's not too much bother if it doesn't. Can we get anywhere? We can go back down to the passageway. Though, not easily. Not without disrupting the flow that we have going on here. Which I don't really want to do. Maybe it's more useful to have this, though. That or this thing just runs now that it's turned on. That's fine. Locked. Oh, that is unfortunate. Okay. Hey, it's the wine cellar. I would like to recheck this. I found a key. That's good. Found a map as well. D6. It's currently a spare room. I can get back up there. Okay, so this is the joint Sinclair Epsom coat of arms, because I see the Holly Leaf and the Swan, which were both of the 2 original families' coats of arms. Is it worth my while going back to D6? It's a fair distance away. Then I don't really have too many other places to go. Key. More gems. does in fact look like the spot. $40 coins. If only I had a freezer. Because I can't do much with 40 coins right now. Not that way. This dang room again. I haven't figured out what the busts mean. East and West levers. I need to find the room with the busts in it again and actually take some screenshots this time. All money. Get a closer look at this. I can from this angle. Okay. Alright, well. Don't know who this is. This might be what's throwing off my safe numbers? Maybe, if that's the same person as this. Though I don't think it is. I don't know. We have learned things, like I need to be paying more attention to what rooms have vents in. 29 rooms. Respectable villa. Quite happy that I immediately got the boiler room figured on its first appearance. Day 19. No starting gems this time. Nice, I wanted you to show up again. Oh. And we got a sledgehammer. Who's Herbie? Yes, I would quite like to find more classrooms. I think that's going to be today's mission then. Get as many classrooms as possible. Because they teach me things. As one would expect. Breakfast nook right off the bat. Very good. I'll take a parlour. Take a parlour. Take a parlour. Take a parlour. Do 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 do. Clink. Key. Food. I can make a loop and immediately ruin everything. It needs to be a chapel, really, just to give me the options. If the two boxes are true, well, that can't be true, otherwise everything would be true, so that must be false, which means one of these is false. This box does not contain the gems, this box contains the gems. One is true and one is false. If this is true, then this must be false. Which works. If this is false... and this is true. That doesn't work. Yes, it does. The other two boxes are true. Must be false. So one of these is false. If you're false, then you're true. Then it's in black. If you're true, and you're false, that doesn't work, because they would both have gems. So you must be false, you must be true, which means the only remaining option is here. Plink, plank, plunk. Nothing on the tables today. That's fine. Means I can acquire my book. Swimbird. Classroom or wine cellar? It has to be a classroom. Because I need as many as possible. Well, there's one. It has to be a workshop, because that's the only room that doesn't immediately dead end. Well, there goes my musical note theory. Ah, is not a musical note. Where are we? This page. Ah. B3. Nothing to even combine. Nothing to even think about combining. Then gives me more choice. Oh, we're getting into locked territory already. This is bad because I don't have any keys. This is very bad. This is very bad. Unfortunate. I think I am just immediately doomed. Terrible. Can't combine that with anything. Well, kind of a waste of a day. Kind of a waste of a schoolhouse. Let's have another look outside, at the very least, while I have the opportunity. It's been a while since I looked out here. Yeah, what is this? How do I get through here, if at all? And how do I get through here? Okay, these are not white trees. Not sure why I thought they were. I think the orchard in The Witness has white trees, and the art style is... Oh no, there are white trees right here. Find among the white trees stones. Yeah, there are white trees and there are stones. What do I do with them? More information required. There are definitely stones here. Maybe I should come back with a shovel. Anyway. Waste of a day. A snug little cottage. The big 2-0. Do 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 do. Dee 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 dee. Da ba da ba 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 da ba ba. I guess I'll take a trading post. I'm not enamored by any of these choices. What if I wanted to pick up the dynamite? Huh? Really? Who are you to stop me? Well, mayhaps I will come back when I have some items. Maybe. Forward! Closet! Gives me a reroll. Parlor. Then. Parlor first. The gems are in the blue box. Only one statement is true. The gems are in the only true box. If this is true, then both of these are false. If this is true, and the gems are not in the blue box, and the gems are not in the true box, which means the gems are in here, and that makes logical sense. So I don't think there's any need to go further. There isn't. Commissary it is. I can get a shovel. I can get a shovel for cheap. And a compass. Stuff is on sale, apparently. Stuff is in fact on sale. This might be a total waste of my time. But on the off chance that it isn't. Can I dig here? I can. I dug up a conservatory. Yes, I would. So I think the two words I'm missing must be between and the. Alright. Now we just have to draft that room and see what's in it. And we'll be getting somewhere. Maybe. Wherever that somewhere is. Bedroom pointing in the correctish direction. Oh. Very good. Laboratory? Okay, this points from... Okay, it does point from both doors. Flipping back around pages. Doors. Either door will work. Pick a door, any door. Draft bedrooms, get stuff. Sounds good to me. Your passage, hallway here is good. It points in good directions. Breakfast nook here. Works well, works well. I'll take a storeroom. I'm happy enough with that. Ding ding click. Has this little model always been here? Oh, hi. We have that too. Corridor it is. I'm gonna go with the courtyard. I'm gonna go with the courtyard, and I'm gonna get stuck by a locked key-carded door. Coin. Coin. +1. These are not good rooms. Nursery or nothing. Looking around, seeing if there are any vents in any of these rooms that might be helpful. Not a vent in that room. Not a single event. No vents in this room either. This might have a key card in it. It seems to, occasionally. At least some of the time. 9. 20. No. $10. Yeah, 20. 11. It's 10. It's 5. 10. 8. Times 3 is 24. That's 12 is 12. Oh no. Divided by, not minus. -1, 10. Yeah, 5. It's 8. Times 3 is 24. Divided by 12 is 2. 2 to 2, 2. No key card. Just key. Good key. Workshop. E. A2. Do I need to drop another grid for these again? This is going to take ages to fill out, though, because I can only do it a single room at a time. Okay. A to E. C. C. B4. A. A4. D. It's not nearly enough to spell anything quite yet. This, and still doesn't do anything. Yep, a whole lot of nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. No vents in this room. Observatory is cool. No vents in this room. A rotunda can rotate. Well, that's a room I've never seen before, but I can't even afford it. So never you mind that. Swimbird by Marion Marigold. Looks like we've withdrawn this book before. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do, there is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. But in the sky, not in the sea, that is what they say when looking at me. You are not seabird, you are not swimbird, if you are friend bird, a fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not set foot in the ocean again. I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams and the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. Also magnifying glass. mail room. New room. Order placed. Bash this open, can't I? Here. And find lots of money. Packages, packages, packages. Royal Mail? It's a real company. Are you allowed to do that? Utility room fuse box. Ooh. Okay. Fuse box. Press any button to activate blue. Press blue indicate an extra red to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. White is only displayed after setting all to purple. Okay. For green, blue, next to red, purple, 5, purple, equals 6th. Right, I need the utility room. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravine to sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? New name. Denny Vervain equal mail thief ? Ah, there's a letter for me. Return to Dad. The grand realm of Fenarese. In fog we are lost, in fire we are found. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared of being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you're happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during the first few days on the estate, but with all the preparations I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him, so do both of us a favour. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer you before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I will end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliché expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigiblocks. down these addresses. Especially the one where we currently are. That seems useful. 63022. Just in case. You never know. Right, wow, that's a couple of puzzles we have currently on the go then, since we can do things with the utility room fuse box now as well. Well, these are all pretty useless rooms. The foundation does not reset each day. I'll do it. Okay. That's a long way down. It's a lantern on a string. I might need to enter from other doors, because... No, this gets me up to this door. Here's this door. Huh. How would I ever get this to come down then? Weird. Do I need the burning lens item thing? Which I know I can make in the workshop. Just completely break the ropes. Which kinda doesn't sound like a good idea. Weird room, weird room. Very weird room. Sure what to make of this one, especially if it's gonna always stay here and never reset. Can I even get back to courtyard? Maybe. I may as well. Oh no, I need a key card, don't I? Yeah, I am utterly stuck then. Rustic villa. I could have gone back to the trading post, but I wouldn't be able to get anywhere further. Not enough steps.